Hey guys, welcome back to Dr. Doofenshoots Does Stuff. I'm Dr. Doofenshoots, and I wanted to give y'all an update on the blue oyster mushrooms. I didn't show the process because you can find that on YouTube by people that are way better at this than I am. I'm pretty amateur at this. This is actually in my bedroom. so I don't really have a setup anymore like I used to have. And I'm just doing this to make sure I still got it because I want some blue oyster mushrooms. So what we can see here is some baby mushrooms. This is, of course, blue oyster. These are going to get a lot bigger. These have only been out for about a day and a half, 2 days, and they're already about halfway there. Over here you can see what we call primordia. These are baby mushrooms, basically. They haven't fully formed as mushrooms, although these are well on their way. Actually, I think on the back here, yeah, that's really what you would call primordia. It's just sort of a blob of mycelium that's forming up to make the caps. So, one of the reasons that I really like growing mushrooms at home, I'm sure that you've seen in the store how expensive the portobello and white button mushrooms are. Those are actually the same species, by the way. I believe the wild version is called torque. Those are pretty expensive and not really all that great. These here, this bucket, it's a 5-gallon bucket, costed me about $5 in raw materials. I'm, of course, not counting the bucket, the jars, the pressure cooker, and stuff like that. But yeah, about $5 in raw materials, and it's going to make several pounds of mushrooms off of this bucket. Probably 5, maybe 10 pounds of mushrooms if I get lucky. And it only took about 1 to 2 man hours of actual work to make this, from the liquid culture that I got all the way to this stage here. I believe took about 2 months. This bucket was made on the 23rd of October. So we're only looking at about, not even a month, about 20 days, and we've got mushrooms. Sometimes they'll be a little bit slower, sometimes they'll be a little bit faster. Oyster mushrooms are generally pretty aggressive. They take over territory really quickly, colonize really quickly, and outcompete most molds and bacterial infections and things like that, which is really good when you're using just pasteurized sawdust like I'm doing here. That's another thing. All I use in these buckets is the cheapest hardwood sawdust pellets that I can find at Tractor Supply. They've went up this year. They used to be about $5 a bag. They're a little over $6 a bag now for 40 pounds. And one bag will last several buckets. It'll probably make about 5 buckets. So you can do the math on that. Each bucket is going to give you probably about 5, maybe 10 pounds of mushrooms if you really push it. You'll get 2 or 3 good flushes of mushrooms off of a bucket. Generally, the first flush is going to be the biggest, and then the next one is going to be about half that size, and then the third one is going to be about half that size. And then after that, it's pretty well spent. But it doesn't end there. After your mushrooms are done, and you need to throw out all the stuff that's left over, the compost that's left in the bucket. That actually makes really good compost for soil amendment. Um, if you add a lot of woody stuff to your soil, wood chips and things like that, especially hardwood wood chips, and you put that in something like a raised bed, you can actually get mushrooms that colonize your raised beds and produce mushrooms directly in your garden at the right time of year. And they help to create this sort of microbiome in your garden. They'll fight off mold and root rot and stuff like that, and they'll help to retain moisture in your soil. They also break down the wood in like your wood chips and stuff like that, and make more nutrients available to your plants faster. And they won't harm your plants. They won't colonize your plants. They only eat dead stuff. This is a sapotrophic fungus. It's not parasitic. Sapotrophic just means it breaks down dead wood and other plant material. But yeah, so I just wanted to give y'all an update. That's all I'm really doing at the moment is growing these. I haven't really done any CAD work or anything like that. It's kind of hectic right now. And this is all I've actually managed to do. I'm hoping to get on and finish some projects pretty soon. And I'm going to have to start drawing up some stuff for Christmas presents here soon. So I will try to get an update video on upcoming projects and let y'all know when I release them. I've got a couple that are almost ready to release, but I need to do some documentation on them. And other than that, that's all I got for you today. Thanks for stopping by.